Hey everybody, this is a homemade magneto tester. It consists of a couple pieces of 1/4-inch scrap iron welded together in a 90-degree elbow, or 90-degree angle I should say. I got 4 spark plugs I'm using as conductors. They're used plugs, they're good plugs, and I was going to, I drilled them to 1/2 inch initially and was going to tap them to 14 millimeter because that's what the thread is, 14 by 1.25 as it turns out. I found a tap in Edmonton, but it was $75 and I had to go up there and get it. So instead of doing that, I just spot welded the plugs in. Just used a set of old wires on it. This is a W4 distributor block. It was actually where the gear ran was damaged anyways. I had to press the gear off. It was so tight and it turned on the shaft. Don't know what caused that. But I turned the shaft down to 5/8. I put a die over it and put a nut over it, and then I machined this down to 1/2 inch. So I could run it with my drill. This drill, I don't know if you could read it, runs 550 RPM and low speed, which is perfect for turning over a magneto. So let's give this thing a try. Okay, got a magneto on, let's give it a try. It's very weak. It's spark. I don't know if you can see this, but it's very weak spark. Oh, that's why maybe. Just tighten this a bit more. Now when I run it faster, it's sparking good. Okay, I wasn't overly happy with the spark, especially at low RPMs. So I'm going to, I don't know if I could record and do this at the same time, but I'm going to file the points. To do that, you gotta pull this, you gotta pull your cap off, your rotor, and you gotta pull this gear out. Make sure you pull these 3 screws here. Let's see. These 3, and not these 2. If you pull these 2, that'll take your gears apart and that'll get you out of time. Okay, this rotor is dirty. I cleaned the points up. Now I'm going to take the rotor, I'm going to take the point file and clean off the center and the surface that makes contact with your distributor cap, and I'll put everything together and here, this is a little cleaner. I'll put it back, and there's only one way it goes. There's this, and there's a tab in here. This is a notch. Line the notch with the tab. There it goes. That's in proper time. Now I'll put the cap on. The cap seems clean on the inside, so I'm not going to worry about that. It's hard to record with one and work with one hand and work with the other, but I'll try my best. Okay, now let's see what she says. Slow over the impulse. Still not where I like to see it, but it does work. Okay, there's one thing I must explain. I'm using international H4 magnetos as a test subject. And not all magnetos are created equally, and this is one of the biggest beauties of having a drill to run your test stand, is the magneto to the right is a right-hand impulse magneto. The one to the left is a left-hand impulse magneto. Okay, most of the gas-powered Farmall letter series, I believe, uses this mag. At least the H's and M's do for sure. The W4s and 6s, of course, do. But the diesels, like the MD and the WD6 and WD9, as well as the W9 gas, use this magneto, the left-hand impulse magneto. Magnetos themselves are identical, except the impulse is different. Okay, we'll try the left-hand impulse mag. I don't know if you can see this good or not. See it? Okay, I'll turn it to the right at a slow speed like that. And you see, it's nothing. If I see it up, then it'll straight start. But if I go slowly, and that's the thing, somebody might try to put an H magneto on a W9, wonder why the tractor won't start, and that's why, is it turns the opposite direction. If you don't have that left-hand impulse on the 9, it won't start, or the right-hand impulse on the H, it won't start either. So very important to have one that has the proper impulse mag on your tractor. This is a good hot mag. This one's real good.